should be live finally after a couple hours. It looks like there's a storm over by Lucas, Iowa right now that looks to be intensifying. That seems like the best environment for storms right now, actually, which is interesting because the severe ones are way further east. But that seems like the best environment right now, so I'm really gonna, like right this second, I'm gonna start heading north. Should be in about the perfect spot within the next 20 or so minutes, maybe a little longer than that. But the storm looks like it'll take that long, basically, to get there. Whew. Yeah. Share the old live link. Share it to Facebook because I know a lot of people from southern Iowa area are kind of tuning in so they can find out if the hail is going to hit or how intense the storms are. So let me get that all shared out, and then I'll head on north, start heading north. But yeah, it looks like over by Lucas, Iowa, there's kind of a sort of intensifying storm right now. It looks like it's going straight for La Villa-ish kind of area, so about 35 to 40 minutes from me right now. Should be able to get there just in time, or actually with plenty of time, because it doesn't look, it's not moving that fast. Alright, let's go. So, yep, we're going to start heading north here. I think I got, this time, I did not forget to set my camera to autofocus infinity, so, or not autofocus, sorry, manual focus infinity, so then I don't have to worry about it going in and out. So my stream should stay in focus even though it's nighttime, so that's nice. But yeah, we will see what happens with the storm. Just a little bit bored, you know. It's that time of year. It looks like they're starting to get green storm tops. I can never remember what they are when they're green, so if you know what they are, say it in the chat or whatever. Report location. Alright, so I got reported location now. But yeah, let's start heading north right this second. Shouldn't be too busy out, but it's almost 9 p.m. So Easter weekend, this weekend, it looks like we've got some more severe threats possibly coming up within the next few days. Wow, I'm starting to see lightning from the storm actually. It looks decent looking storm, but we should be right in the path of it. Hopefully there might be a little bit of structure on it. You never know. Some of these nighttime events don't usually have structure, especially these elevated ones, but you never know. If you can just happen to get a little bit of structure, that lower level inversion can actually really make that thing pop. So, especially with the lightning starting to intensify, you never know. So, definitely worth the chase, and should be fun and close and not super late. But I got my dash cam rolling, I got my phone, that's it this time. I got my DSLR, but that's all I'm bringing. I didn't figure if I needed too many video cameras. Oh, there's a mesoscale discussion just dropped. I can't read it, obviously, but there is one for this part of the area now, which I wish I could read it, but I can't, so I'll read it whenever we stop in a little while. But I bet it mentions hail, and it's probably a 5% chance of watch, and they obviously won't issue a watch, but I bet it's a 5% chance of watch. Severe thunderstorm one. But these storms are actually moving really far right comparative to other ones. So I might chase these things a little bit down the highway in `𝙑𝙑 if it's possible. But yeah. Yep, I'm starting to see some good lightning. Let me just turn that so then if you guys can possibly see some. But I'm excited. I like using this new streaming setup. It's really, really nice and super easy for me to use. A lot better quality than my old ones, so it's really fun. Actually, every single chase this year, snow, whatever else, I'm going to try to use this new stream setup just to get used to it. And then when we have a bigger end event, maybe even Sunday or Monday, it'll be good to have some practice under my belt already. But we are currently heading north towards 𝘼𝙙𝙫𝙀, Iowa. It looks like some thunderstorms that may go severe warning in the next couple hours, or next hour or two, are currently just starting to initiate near Osceola, Iowa. We're currently in Centerville right now, so got a little ways to go. Not a super long ways, but we got a little ways. It's a nice easy drive though, straight north. 56 right now. It's nerve-wracking no matter what. If there's a cow behind you, doesn't matter how fast you're going. Just always you're like, oh boy. Oh, there's some more lightning. You guys might be able to see it. I can't really tell. I think he's going exactly 55 though, so that means he probably is a cow. I'm starting to see some lightning bolt directions at this point. Light up the sky a little bit. A lot more instability in this western direction. I'm glad the mid-level's finally uncapped. Ooh, big huge CG bolt right there. Oh man, it's a good sign we're getting some CGs. That means they're a lot more intense than just a regular pop-up little thunderstorm. There's some really good bulk shear here. I think almost 45 knots or so in the western portion of that. It seems like it's higher, definitely higher than the other portion to the east with the severe warning. So these are definitely ones that could go severe one within the next couple hours. I likely will not be chasing them for a super extended amount of time, just because, you know, it's already 9 p.m. so I don't really want to be out too late, but it depends on how good they look. I mean, if they're looking severe warned, then I might end up chasing them a little longer, but either way, should be able to get some nice thunderstorms. Little arcing little pattern, almost looks like they're forming it right now, so that's interesting for sure. Sorry I can't see the stream chat. I don't have my tablet working right now, or it's dead. I just keep forgetting to charge it, so because at some point I'll have that thing running either the chat or the radar, and then I'll have the other one on the other device. A good amount of lightning so far, especially for a developing weaker storm in a modest environment at night. It's not terrible. Yeah, I'm starting to see some lightning to the northeast even now. Lots of storms in the area. That marginal risk, pretty good sized marginal risk for this time of year. Some elevated hailers. We already had one severe warning in just a little southwest of Davenport, I think is what it was. I didn't look that hard, but I just saw, or the Quad Cities, I guess, Davenport, yeah. But the Quad Cities, didn't ever see if it verified or had any reports, but I knew we had one warning so far. No tornado chance. These are elevated supercells or thunderstorms either way. So that means they're high based and they can't really produce a tornado, basically is what that is. You can get a tornado from a high base. You're not going to tonight. That's basically what I'm trying to say here. Very, 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 very low chance of tornado on a high base, especially tonight. You're going to need some sort of frontal boundary. Warm front usually actually can do it, but there's no boundary like that today for any sort of tornado. So, especially at night, we got a lot more inversion on the surface level. Yeah, these, like I said, these storms are known as elevated storms, so they're not on surface base, quote unquote, which is what you have to have for a tornadic supercell. And that basically just means there's the surface, which is the lower levels of the storm can't touch the lower levels of the atmosphere because of a capping inversion, but the storms can fire on top of that. So you can still have a large hail and sometimes damaging winds when you have those elevated supercells like that. Not as much damaging winds, but you still can get damaging winds from an elevated supercell. A lot of the times at night, storms get elevated, so due to the surface level. visibility. Got a bug hitting the windshield. Probably stop up here in Moravia and stop for just a second. I got plenty of time here, and can catch up to the storm if it passes up there. I just don't want to get too far away and then it dies out. So I'm gonna take a little peek at it and see what's going on with it whenever I stop up here. Subsided a little bit. That's why I'm going to pull over and check what's going on with it. See a little bit of the base rain core underneath that thing. It's preaching lightning bolts up above, CC bolts up above. CG right to my northeast. But yes, I'm going to check it out whenever I stop here. People driving the other direction are really scared when they see me and I think a real cop behind me, so it's really funny. They got the double whammy of my car that kind of looks like a cop car and then the cop car behind me. It's a lot of CC bolts currently. Lightning in almost every single direction. Gotta love these marginals that just pop them up everywhere. I think there's a couple severe warnings in eastern Iowa now. Interesting. Directly to my northeast right now. CG bolt, big old CG. I think I'm going to keep heading north. I don't need to stop for anything yet. I think this storm is really intensifying though, and it's going to go straight through 𝘼𝙑 if it continues its current path. So I'm going to stay right on it, keep you guys updated a little bit. But yeah, looks like these ones just near Williamson, Iowa right now are heading straight for 𝘼𝙑, maybe a little north of 𝘼𝙑. It seems like 𝘼𝙑 could get missed right now, but there does look like some downstream storms to the south that may actually make their way north. So I'll keep you guys updated on that if anything's gonna try to hit 𝘼𝙑's area. I know there's probably some listeners and watchers from 𝘼𝙑. Yeah, we got a storm to my northwest right now. Actually, northeast, sorry. There's one in the northwest also, but one to the northeast that seems to be shooting out some CC bolts. So I guess if it does it again before the one to the west does, I'll just change the camera positioning so you guys can see that. Yeah, it's starting to do just a little bit. I'll let you guys see. Oh, yeah, right there. You know what? That might be a further away storm, and that must just be the upper level lightning. Yeah, that's a lot stronger one up by 𝘬𝙫 in Iowa, which is about an hour away. Or no, it's probably about 45 minutes or so. One to the west, though, is really starting to look pretty good on storm tops. Green storm top, like I said, I can never remember what the actual storm top is off the top of my head. But I know it's 30,000? I think it's 30,000 feet. I know someone right now is in the chat saying that it is. Sorry. the storm top is showing the height of the thunderstorms or supercells, and usually the higher you get, a lot better chance of lightning and stronger thunderstorms, stronger updraft. That's a lot of, pretty helpful tool. I use it all the time on these lower end kind of chases when I'm not going after like supercells. When I'm going after supercell tornadoes, I definitely like velocity radar, which is a way better for low level winds and seeing what's going on underneath the storm, inside of the storm itself, to see if there's an updraft that could possibly produce a tornado. But on these kind of days like this, no tornado chance, and I don't really need to see if there's any hail updrafts. You can usually kind of just know on reflectivity if there's any hail. So right now my products are reflectivity to see the density of precipitation that's occurring right now, and storm tops, so I can see how high the storms are reaching into the atmosphere. Just passed through Moravia, Iowa, keeping an eye on 2 different storms, one in my northeast and 3 to my northwest. They're actually looking really good on reflectivity. Should be able to get there almost right in time with them, and probably maybe stay even a little south of them so I can watch the lightning from the backside, which is where you get a lot of those really good lightning pictures. Southern Iowa, northern Missouri. Right now, the RAP model was kind of showing that, but still a long time in relative terms to see what's going on. Basically, you don't know until the night before, and even then, you don't really know. You don't really know until the storm's done what's going to happen. So it's really hard to estimate even. But it looks like a large hail possible day. Right now, it's marginal risk. I can see it going up to a slight risk tonight with the SPC outlook at 01Z or whatever time. I can never remember. I know it's early. It's like 1 a.m. or something like that. I could easily see us going up to a slight risk, maybe hail driven, maybe 2% tornado possibly, but as of right now, I see it as mostly a hail threat, maybe a little bit of wind threat, and then Monday looks to be more of an all hazards kind of day. That looks nice, that storm to the west. There's a dry line that reaches all the way down to Oklahoma, and then you got more of a triple point, which is the convergence of 2 different boundaries. The low pressure system. You'd have to see it on a map. It's really easy once you do it. You got your low pressure system in the middle, and you got your warm front to the right, and your dry line or cold front to the south, and it's a dry line sticking down. You could get some discrete supercells to form along that line. The direction of it right now seems to be more of a hail day also. And that triple point, you never know. When you're getting closer to the triple point, you got a lot more vorticity and better low-level shear, so you have a better chance of tornadoes a lot of the time. But a lot of that time, the dry line has a lot better convection, that's less high precipitation and less messy. And the triple point sometimes gets a little bit messy and a little bit HP, high precipitation. So it's a choosing game if you want to have a better chance of maybe a tornado, but it could be a little bit messy, or your dry line, which could be nothing. It could literally be nothing. A lot of the time, the dry lines can just completely have no precipitation at all. Or it could do something like Cool Oklahoma last year and get a really, really, really long and significant tornado in Oklahoma. Well, they up north in western Iowa had a lot of weaker tornadoes, barely tornadoes really. They were funnels that like basically had a little bit of dust on the ground, but they were very weak tornadoes. But it's more of, you have more of a chance to get a tornado in that triple point usually than the dry line, but the dry line can really be significantly better if it hits. It's a guessing game, that's how weather is a lot of the time, especially with storm chasing. There's some good lightning in this thing. I'm glad we're heading north right now. It was a good timing for me to head north right when I did, and actually it looks like there's some storms to the south, west of that that are also starting to look a little bit better. So I may stick around that area a little bit or go south even a little bit. But like I said, start to progress anymore, because then Albia might be in a risk for a little bit of hail tonight and some heavy winds and downpours. But as of right now, looks like Lobilla, maybe a little north of Lobilla, will be the areas hit. If anything, still can obviously go away by the time we get there. But they're definitely decent looking thunderstorms, definitely not supercells. Not much or any of an updraft right this second. Granted, I haven't been able to look at radar very read the mesoscale discussion, but I obviously don't have time right this second. It seems like that storm will cross Highway 5 in the next half an hour, which is perfect timing, basically. We could probably get to 𝘼𝙙 in the next 20 minutes, maybe even a little less than that. So we should be in a perfect spot. I might stop if I can find a good spot. It's not the greatest terrain. There's kind of a crappy little area that's a little lower. But honestly, if it gets a little further north, there's a nice highway. There's a nice high elevation clear spot. That was a big CG bowl. That's just north of 𝘼𝙙. So I'll have to check when we get there. But definitely enough lightning for some good photography at the moment. And I will keep heading north. Oh man. So that CG bolt I said happened was a large clear air bolt that struck way south of that storm. Man, if I was taking a picture there, I would have had amazing clear air bolts. Man, okay. Oh boy. Those are the ones that hurt to look at when you see the radar. Yeah, because that definitely was a large, powerful clean air bolt that struck. If you guys look at radar too. Man, those ones really stink to miss, because you see those and you see that clean air bolt and you're like, ah, man. I knew I saw something really bright, so it was definitely clean air. Which, if you don't know, clean air bolt is basically, well, they also call it bolt from the blue, and it strikes away from the apparent thunderstorm. That's why they always used to say, if thunder roars, go indoors. So if you can hear thunder, you can be struck by lightning. I remember how many times I heard that on the weather radio in the summer when I was waiting for some thunderstorms. That was really nice looking. Sorry, the updraft on the back of that one. But yeah, it's like a bolt that strikes 5, 10, 20, 30 miles away from the parent thunderstorm. That can happen really far away, so that's why they always say to take cover if there's even thunderstorms or thunder in your area. So, if you didn't know that, there you go. Live stream is not be able to listen to music, but you know, that's all right. I'd rather be live streaming for you guys, so you guys know what's going on live time, than listen to music. Because I actually really enjoy describing the stuff, and that helps for my videos later on, my post-production videos, to have me describing the stuff already, so I don't have to like either voice over or remember to describe stuff for no reason. I got to stream so I can live engage. Wow, that's a nice looking storm. It actually has a nice little shape to it. I like that. It definitely looks like a little hailstorm. I will continue my way north. I haven't seen any structure from it because I have obviously been driving, so I haven't been able to look at it. So I wonder what it looks like. It's got that almost flying eagle look to it, which that's a little more in depth, and I really can't describe what it looks like. But all you need to know is it could be producing hail. Ooh, yeah, a nice little updraft on that. I saw it out of the corner of my eye on that one. Definitely liking it though. And a nice little chase, what, only like a half an hour, 45 minutes away from my house. But it looks like we should get to that spot in perfect timing to intercept the storm, or stay just south of it. I haven't decided yet. Depending on what it looks like or how the lightning looks. It looks like there's a lot of lightning, so I might be staying a little south of it. And still that one to the southwest maybe can do something while we're on the way. Yeah, there's pretty frequent lightning now. Constant almost. Not quite yet, but it's getting there. And as I said, this is in the best environment of any of these storms around today. Good shear, like I said, up to 45 knots, which is pretty good for this time of night and this time of year. Looked like about 1,000 MUK, which actually is really pretty decent, and actually the best in the whole state right now. So not a bad storm and not a bad environment, relative environment. I mean, obviously this isn't a good supercellular environment, but on radar it even kind of looks like a mini supercell. So. We'll see what happens. I'm liking it. I'm liking the lightning. I really hope it doesn't die when I set my camera up, though. really nice though. I'm actually really impressed by the current radar look to it. Oh my gosh. This thing may be a miniature supercell. Wow. Okay, well, you know what? We could be in the best spot, and that environment looks really, really primed for a miniature supercell at night, so this could be a really nice little storm here. Excited. Very excited to see what this looks like when we get up here. Lots of lightning though. I'm seeing really frequent lightning to my west currently. And don't forget to share the stream for you guys, post it on Twitter, Facebook, wherever else. Get it out there. We're about to hit this storm, you know, and there's not too many people chasing tonight, especially with live stream. So if anybody's bored or whatever else, make sure you check out the live stream and share it with your family, friends, whatever else. So I appreciate that. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new here. If you're not new here, thanks for coming in. We should have some more higher end chases coming up at some point this year, but gotta chase these lower end ones. You never know, we could see maybe some nice structure or whatever else. Definitely looking like a miniature supercell though right now, so that would be really fun, especially nighttime with some nice lightning. You really appreciate these nighttime chases, these easy ones to go on. Some of my favorite chases are these random night ones with nobody on them except me. I missed the light, so it's alright. Was not gonna make it through, so I didn't want to even risk it. Wait, whoops, wrong one. I thought it was mine. I saw green and I was like, oh, it's time to go. No, it was the turning lane. We don't even have any turning lane ones in our town. It's all just straight traffic lights, which sounds really funny because it sounds like something a Southern Iowa person would say, but it's true. We have no turning lights in our town. We have pure lights. We have three. We used to have 4, but now we have 3. I can never remember if it was we used to have 3 or 4 and then whatever, but yeah. Gotta love the small towns. 9 miles to La Villa. I like it. I like it a lot. I need a signal, but I like doing it just in case. You never know. But that one, you definitely don't. It's staying on the same highway, but it's a 2-way split, so sometimes I like to do that. Alright, let me turn this thing. Ooh, boy. You know what? This thing's got structure. Oh, man. I just saw that. You guys are going to look whenever you see the stream, and I just saw structure, I swear. Oh, man. This is a... Oh, my gosh. It looks like a miniature supercell here. Yep, we've got a miniature supercell right ahead. Wow, there's structure. I can't believe it. There's actually some storm structure on this elevated miniature supercell. Straight to my northwest right now. Wow, okay. Did not expect that tonight. That was not on the bingo card. Yeah. Oh, man. I'm telling you though, this is in the best year, the best environment right here. So, should be able to sustain itself even. And we're in a really good spot to see the structure of it. Wow, on the radar it actually looks really decent. And yep, some storms to the southwest, so after this one we'll have some more chances. But I'm really liking the look of this thing right now. Lots of lightning uptick even, I'd have to say. Really interesting storm. For a low-end storm, this is really interesting. In this marginal environment, too. Lots of trees to the west currently, but I may stop whenever we get a little bit of a clearing or I can find a gravel road. You know what? I think I'm gonna. I know where one is at. Right up here. things other than severe ones, obviously, but the best maybe structured storm. We'll have to see when we stop and actually take some pictures with my DSLR. May stop up here at some point or fairly soon. I can find a road maybe that has nice clear spots to the east and west, or just west even. But I'm not sure I'm going to be able to find that actually. This town may be a good spot. A little bit like, ooh, that road would be good. Now is a turning road. That one would have been decent, I think. Up here I'll be able to find one. Should be something to the right, maybe. Nobody behind me, so I'm going to slow down a little bit so I can see. There's one that way. Could have. We're in La Villa now. I keep doubting myself. I'm like, that's not a good road, and then it's like, oh yeah, that actually would have been decent. There's still nobody behind me, so it's not like I have to go even 55 right this second, because I can peek for a little road here. Let's try to find some lightning. Lots of lightning though currently. Pretty constant. Road again. I keep finding roads and it's just a little too late because, you know, still nobody behind me though. Nobody's on this highway right now. Alright, I think I'll stop out here somewhere. I do know this spot's actually decent. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's a farm road, dang it, or like a mini pull-off. I thought it was bigger. Actually, I could pull over on the side of the road here. This is a lot bigger of a shoulder than it could have been. I'll pull off if we find a good spot up here somewhere. Very indecisive about where to pull over at night. It's really hard to see if it's the right spot. just doing some road construction on this road. Railroad crossing, then I'm going to go across, and then see it? Yeah, it's a railroad. And then I'm going to pull around and come around this side. It's a little gravelly road. Turn around up here somewhere. Yeah, little farm road right here. Ooh, big old train track. Turn around. Stopped in one of the only spots with a house right there, so of course it was dumb. Look at radar for a second. Behind me. Going north, I guess. Not the right stop. Find one up here. I think stopping a little further back would have been too far away from it. Now I've got real close and it's good. It's kind of just sitting here. Definitely not the best chase terrain here. We got rain. Oh, I didn't even notice we're starting to get underneath it a little bit. West side of town here. It's away from power lines and everything. Directly here. In this exact spot at. I'd say a lot of ways. It should just be straight down this road. And then it should have a good view. Unless it goes downhill, I don't know that for sure. Whoa, big bolt right there. I don't know if it was a CG or not, but it was a big bolt. This might go downhill into gravel. Yeah, I think it's just a downhill gravel road. This looks like Missouri or something. This have been along Highway 2. 5's just a little rough up here for vantages. I think I'm gonna go just north of Plavilla. There might be a chance of gravel or something. Never went down that road though. Seemed like it was gonna be better. Dropped down, but it's not like we have much too intense right this second. Just a little bit of lightning. Likely not going to have any structure on these kind of storms. I'm not sure how the stream's doing at all. I have not been able to check, so hopefully for you guys' sake you can actually see and hear what I'm doing. Because honestly, you guys can probably see and hear better than I can, or at least see, because a lot of the time stream cameras and other cameras that, for that matter, have a little bit more contrast than your human eye actually, so you can really sometimes see more than I can see. So that's why it's nice to have some stream usually, and if somebody can pick out a tornado that's rain wrapped or something, obviously not today, but on a live stream you never know. Road to the left, it's a little bit high up. Oh, dang, there was one right there. Okay. I might turn around and grab that one. I dipped though. Like went downward. This will be good. Yeah. Should be able to get up right up. Okay, this works. Railroad right here. We'll turn around. Go down here and see if there's a little turnaround spot. Ooh. Big bumpy. Alright, and then see how this looks right here. Alright, turn around when we get up to this little farm road. Should be one up here somewhere. go for pictures and stuff. Get a good spot. We're right almost in front of the storm, so we're in a pretty decent area. More turn, that should be good. Wow, this thing's going severe warned. This thing will be severe warned this next run, I bet. Wow, big CGs. This thing will 100% be severe warned in the next run. Well, we're not 100, but I have a very strong feeling this thing's gonna be severe warned very, very, very soon. So there we go. This guy looks good. The only issue is that there's no good routes. Keep with it. Actually, yeah, there is. Okay. If I get to Bussy, I can get east. Alright, get up north, or north, above this track, and it should have views. Alright, should have a little vantage here. Should be able to see it. Turn on the little blinker. Let's see. Whew. Don't see much at this second. She chose to be quiet right when we got to it. Oh, there we go. Not quite there. So how do I get to Bussy from here? Whew. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to go a little north. Okay, perfect. Alright. So we're going to go north here. And then I'm going to be in a better spot to intercept this thing for a little longer now. So there's actually a nice highway straight northeast to here and then to Bussy. And then from Bussy I can get west, or east, sorry, and stay way ahead of this thing. So I've got actually a long amount of time I can be on it instead of just one little bit. Should be able to go. Yep. Alright, let's see. Intensifying storm here. Near just a little north of Lavilla. Really poor terrain here. And there's not many good spots to stop currently. So I'm trying to get to a time so I'm not right on the storm. But it's fine. Literally right here, like as in right. A little further up than the sign. Yep, right here. Alright, perfect. Okay, so we're gonna go this way a little bit. We should be able to get a little north on this road, and from that we'll have a lot better shots. We're going to be quite a bit ahead of this little storm. That likely could get severe warned in the next couple minutes. Soon, should be any minute now. We'll have a good couple gravel roads that have a chance to pull off on if we want. And now I've got an eastern route, so I can actually cut ahead of the storm instead of being at risk of losing it, especially with how it's turning, or seems to be turning. A little bit of a flying V action to it, like the guitar. Alright, now this highway actually looks a lot clearer. So I'm going to go on this one. Big CGs. a little bit. Looks like there's a intersection on this road. Yeah, there's like a little crossway. Woo. This little crossway here. Alright, perfect. Should be some sort of little road to get off on. Looks like be right in the middle of these houses, so I'm not in anybody's way, at least, so that's good. I think I'm actually going to turn around first so that I can be completely able to get out of here quick. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go down a little further because this is parallel to it, and it looks like this whole road kind of is open. Yep, you know what? Actually, right up here where this little intersection is, I'm going to stop. Soon, we'll see when we get to the top of this little bump. Yeah, if there's a little farm road, for sure I'll stop. Wow, undelighting. Rain is definitely picking up. Rumbler here. Powerful little guy. Wow. Let me grab my camera. Get any pictures. Alright, longer exposure. Focus in. Alright. Shoot. Oh man, I missed that one barely. Oh crap, I got autofocus on. Manual focus, that's important. It's gonna be semi-handheld, so this will be really fun. Of course. Gotta love it. No lightning since I stopped to take pictures. Not a bolt. Not even one. Literally not one. Wow. There you go. I'll take that back. A little blurry and a little bit out of my shot, but whatever. I'm handheld. This is all handheld, so can't expect too much from it. Definitely a little splitter though. That's for sure. Ooh, maybe got something there. With my handheld photo. Ah, big old water drop right in the middle. Oh boy. My photography is not having a good time tonight. But, you know, that's alright. I should have stayed south of it. I'm in it now, but whatever. It's too late now, so. Screw it. The live stream is the fun part anyway, so. I'm literally trying to get lighting handheld while talking, so. No, well, that's probably going. If I can get one semi-decent picture, I'll be happy. I'm absolutely soaked. Officially. See, now these are the nights what chasing's all about right here. Going after this random little crappy storm in a random little crappy environment in late March, getting soaked with cold rain, hand-holding lightning pictures while live streaming. Now that's what I'm talking about right here. This is storm chasing. If you have never seen a storm chasing stream, this is storm chasing right here. So, I'm just gonna let you know. And we just got something, so let's see what it was. Oh yes, awful. This is what storm chasing's all about, guys. Okay. Now I'm gonna see the greatest CG bolt ever because I just stopped. Because that's how. Oh, something. Trust me guys, I'm a lot better at photography usually. Tonight is not that night. I'm done. Can't wait to get these audio files back from this video, or the stream. But yeah. It's pouring, set in the middle of a random gravel. Oh, decent. Quite blurry, but you know what? I'll take it for handheld. This is the most fun storm chasing ever gets right here, though. This is the most rawest and truest form of storm chasing. Middle of the night, random road in the middle of central Iowa, southern, I guess. Cold rain, dying storm, mid-environment, looking for lightning. Who else is getting soaked? All I need is a farmer now. Come up here. Pull up behind me. Ask me what I'm doing. Or a cop. Those are the two things. Oh my god. I think I just got a CG bolt. Oh, it's blown out. Oh man. Oh, I got it right in the frame, but it's blown out. You know what? I think I can save it. I think I can save it, but that one hurts if it isn't savable. Because that was right in the frame. It actually was sort of not blurry. I think the stream saw that. And you can hear it. Well, I'll tell you what, this has been fun for sure. Man, I hope I can save that bolt. If not, though, I got the stream, so that'll be funny. You guys gotta say you saw that. Someone grab a screenshot and post it on Twitter, please, and tag me, because I want to see it. I give you permission to do that. Oh, I think I just got another one. Alright, I think I'm gonna close my window before I flood my car. A second. Maybe. See, now this is the dangerous part right here. When you're like, you know, I'm gonna close my car because, you know, I don't want to flood my car. And then you're like, oh, let me take one more picture. And then I've already taken 15 more. Some large large raindrops. You can tell they're really super cool. There's hail, I think, in that. Ooh. I don't know that one. Alright, I'm gonna roll this window up before I don't know what happened, but something happened. Oh man. Well, I don't know. Not sure what to say. Late night storm chasing, yep. Oh man. Let's see what's going on. If we got any other storms. Nope, no other storms. So this is it. This is the storm. Pretty much. Someone had to have seen that lightning bolt though on stream. Oh man, that's funny looking. Thanks for getting that. I was hoping. I got it right in my frame of my camera, so here, I'll post it on Twitter right now so you guys can see it. So @whiteweather_ on Twitter. So I don't know if it's gonna be recoverable, but I got something here. So. A lot of raindrops in it. Likely unrecoverable for how blasted out it is, but it's fun nonetheless. So. Oh, what in the world? You guys saw that on camera too. Yeah, you know what? I'm dropping south so I can get out of the way of this crap. So I can actually, you know, take pictures and stuff. I don't know why I chose to come up here. I will be going back to La Villa. Especially since now it'll be north. Let's see what the radar shows. I'm gonna have to get quite a bit south of La Villa. Let's go like right there. Alright, there. It should take what, 10 minutes? 8 minutes. Perfect. Deal. Let's go. Alright. Fun time, fun spot's gone. It's over. Time to find out time to actually get to a real photography spot before I blow another lightning bolt shot out. This is fun. I don't even know how many people are on the stream right now, but this is fun. There could be 3 people on the stream right now, but it'd still be fun. So thank you everybody for tuning in though, either way. You know, expect more of stuff like this, you know. This is the white weather live streaming experience right here. It's got to be fun, otherwise it's not storm chasing, you know. It doesn't have to be crazy loud, you know. Don't have to be super excited about stuff, but you just... That's the main thing with storm chasing. Have fun. If you're doing it for science, you still gotta have fun. Passion, whatever else. I don't care. Do photography, do time lapse, whatever else. Just have fun. Oh, this is a weird looking road. You can't even see it right now because of the rain. Alright, perfect. Come on. Going south. It's 55. It seems like it should be what it is. Yeah, I'm not going to go 55. There's a lot of rain. It's not a nice road. It's a highway though, so. My brights are not good. I couldn't even tell I had this on. The lightning just died. I got that one CG bolt, and then there was maybe one other, and then it died. I can't believe I got a CG bolt handheld in that rain with no tripod, though. Oh man, that if nothing else, that picture will just be funny. Like it'll just be a funny picture that I have, and like a blooper shot. Oh man, yikes! It's the fun stuff. And the live stream should be high enough quality, I should be able to get all the light in videos, so. Not much hail, that's for sure. There were some big, large, cold raindrops at that one spot. Actually, maybe. At that one point, it looked definitely almost severe, maybe. Whoa, my gosh. Did that strike in the middle of the stream? It was a CG bolt. Someone, if you have a screenshot of that thing, I'm like calling people the whole time, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that just struck in the straight middle of the stream. What in the world? What's the luck with that today? Oh, boom. I'm actually almost guaranteed that that thing just struck right in the middle of the stream, so if someone got that, or could get that, back it up. To the south of the storm, so once I get there I'll stop and take some pictures actually this time instead of just instead of my handheld random. I don't know why I guess I do know that there'll be my favorite part about live streaming, me staying on storms longer throughout the day. Raindrops are huge, longer, but also, you know, it gets to this point where it's the fun part from mixed with rain, really wet and yellow. End up getting some more. You know what? Actually, I think I can save that picture. Now on the left really would be ideal. I think I'm going to head west on this highway, or sorry, this street up here. 110th Street, maybe. This is the same road I went down a little bit ago. Duh. Even though I think the storms is just about dead. You never know. Oh my gosh. I don't really want to go up that, but I will. That's scary. It's a very scary road. Holy crap. Oh yeah, this is great. I'm gonna park here just for a second. That's such a steep road. Yeah, I know it's dead. Alright, time to go home. I will keep on the live stream on the way home though. But alright, let's head on out. I think we got what we came for, that's for sure. Which, you know, may not involve very much photography, but we had fun. At least had fun. This is a scary road. I hate that. Wow, I don't ever want to go on that again. I'm going to try to remember not to ever go on that road again. Oh man. 105th Street in La Villa, just north of La Villa. Don't go on it. That's my advice to you. Fellow and not storm chasers, just regular people even. To take a picture of that road someday during the daytime, just so you guys can see the magnitude of how steep that hill is and how terrible it is. looked like there was a full car and then there was like a little car under it. But either way, this weekend looks some good chances. Sunday, Monday, maybe along some warm fronts. We'll see. You know, that's how that goes. Easily can change quickly and have nothing or go crazy. Looks like tomorrow will be the one day without anything, so we get one break. Oof. That storm was really shaping up as a mini supercell though for a little while there. It had the look. Nice little miniature elevated supercell. Didn't get any pictures of it, but you may have seen it from lightning on a stream, but I don't know. And I got the menu. I'm glad I got the autofocus to infinity, so nothing's like super blurry for you guys. Last stream it just kept focusing in and out and out, and it's like, oh man, it does not look good. But this time I got that fixed out.
Catches it perfect, dead straight on, in focus.
man. It's definitely a fun little chase, even if I didn't really get much. I'm really excited for Sunday or Monday, though, whichever day can actually turn out to be better. So maybe, well, Sunday looks like Monday looks like a possible high-end event. Sunday looks more conditional right now, which just means some conditions need to be perfect, or need to be a lot better. The day of, is kind of, mesoscale analysis will be what you figure out if it's going to do it. But Sunday or Monday looks like it could be more of a high-end event. SPC already has 30%, which is basically an enhanced risk for day 4, which is actually fairly rare. Driving at all, especially even at night. Like, I don't care. I love storm chasing at night. Other than trying to find a spot to park, that's the only thing that sucks at night. But the rest is like so nice. The lighting is so much better. The structure is almost always better because you just have your mid-level. Of course, I don't know how that just struck into the lightning bolt. I have no clue. That storm is so dead, and I look over to the left and it just magically shoots out a lightning bolt. Wow. Okay. That's fun. Sure enough. You know what? Looks like it grew back up storm jobs. I'm not turning around though. It's too late. I don't remember what I was saying before. Something about, I don't even know. Lightning night. Oh, night storms, yeah. The structure looks so much better because that mid-level stability, which is funny because you want instability, but actually some stability is a good thing at night. And for big, large supercells, if you get that mid-level stability there, you can actually get really nice wind car supercells, like those big supercells in the summer you see all the time. That structure gets significantly better right before dark or right after dark. I got a lot of instances of it in southern Iowa. That just like really, really, really beautiful structure, and it's just right before dark, right after dark, and you get that mid-level stability, and it really carves out that storm. Also strong shear, that's another thing that really gets you some nice supercells. But yeah, and they're usually, most of the time when you get those big, beautiful structured ones, hail, winds are the main threats. Tornadoes usually pretty low. Actually, how you get your tornado, usually it looks weaker on radar, and you might think, oh, it looks like it's weakening, and you look in the right spot, and you get actually an updraft, so you're like, oh wait, maybe not. But I'm excited for some big storms this summer and spring. I'm gonna be live streaming all of them, so don't forget to like and subscribe and tune in for all that stuff. We've got a lot of stuff planned for this year. A lot of improvements, new cameras for me, obviously new streaming setup. That's the main thing. Obviously right now you're watching on the stream. That's way, way higher quality than it used to be. I got a stream phone. I got a data for it, and it all works perfect, so far at least. I'm going to use it for snow, everything, floods, I don't care, whatever else. Fire, I don't know, if there's a fire around here, maybe I'll go after that, but I plan on going after every storm that's possibly for me to go after, which either is distance constrained, or time constrained, or whatever else. If I have something going on, obviously I can, but I'll try after everything. Iowa. Probably stop at the other cases on the other side so I can end the stream for you guys, so I don't have to keep blabbing all night. And then I'll actually listen to music, like I said. Like I said, was the only downside of streaming. How in the entire universe did that thing drop another CG bolt? What? There's not a shot in the entire universe that thing just dropped another CG bolt after it completely, basically died. I don't care, because I was definitely not going to follow that thing any further east, but wow, okay. Completely decayed updraft, dead storm tops. reflectivity way down, and boom. Oh man, you gotta love it. You gotta love severe weather. And thunderstorms, obviously. You know, if I was actually chasing and stuff and I didn't feel like going home right now, I would have went north to those next little cells up further. But I didn't feel like doing that, so. Been a long weekend. Sorry, it's not even a weekend, but it will be a long weekend, especially if we get some good severe weather. I could see maybe a hatched 15% conditional for some large, significantly large hail, maybe even for Sunday. Now Monday, it's a little too far out to know for sure. Albi has some weird speeds. I mean, you gotta go 20 in the middle, you gotta go 30 through the rest. I don't know, they need to bypass it. That'd be nice. Centerville's not bypassed either, but it wouldn't be terrible. Even though it's 35 through there, straight road, yeah, it's not bad. There's a stoplight, which is the two. Sorry, there's 4 in our town. But there's 2 stoplights, which are kind of a pain. But I don't know. It's hard to bypass. I know Bloomfield bypasses, which is nice. Sheraton bypasses, it's nice to be bypassed. Oh, I didn't stop at the Casey's, whatever. I completely forgot. I could be just talking to myself right now. I don't even know if anybody's watching. Oh man. But I did end up getting some hail. So there was my forecast verified technically. Oh, there's more lightning on the dead storm. Incredible. But technically my forecast verified then if it got some hail, because I did say there was a chance of some small hail. I said Albia. Actually, my circle's perfect. You guys, that worked out well, actually. I got some little hail. I verified it myself. That's funny. Because if you check, a couple hours ago, I made a little post just saying that made a circle on radar scope map and just said there's a hail chance around this area. If anything, though, Sunday looks like some elevated hailers again. Sort of similar to this, maybe stronger though. If they get north of the warm front, only though, if they'll be elevated. Now, if they're south of the warm front, you got some tornado chance, especially if they can latch onto the warm front. Like I mentioned a little bit earlier, when their elevated storm hits the warm front, you get boom. You could actually have it really drop one. April 4th last year actually was a good example. I chased. It was up by Pleasantville, Iowa. My dad and I chased, and super elevated storm, large hail. Looked like it was weakening actually off of reflectivity, but if you look at velocity, you start seeing a little couplet, and it hits that warm front, and boom, that thing dropped out of tornado in like 20 seconds. And I was time lapsing, and it got right whenever it started dropping. I was like, perfect timing in a good spot, and it started dropping right then, and it was just perfect. And yeah, that hit that warm front, and just was really nice, latched right onto it, produced a nice photogenic elephant trunk tornado near Pleasantville. EF1 damage, nothing too crazy, but I know it hit a farm up around there. Wait a minute. There's another little storm popping up. Stinks the storms to the southwest never actually ended up doing it. Weather chases like this, even these non-severe, watching it perform on radar and just watching it intensify. It was very, 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 very close to being severe. Could have been severe warned. Very easily could have been severe warned. And it's just exciting to see that kind of stuff. The storm tops going way up and all that. You know, it's just fun. You don't get that with the snow and floods and even really hurricanes. You don't get that kind of stuff. more excited for seeing big, huge CNG bolts than I do for a tornado. It's like, I don't know, it's just funny. Because you think tornado, you know, like some people crazy, but then I'm just kind of like, yeah, there's a tornado, you know, it's right there on that left side. You get the, you know, all that kind of stuff, motion to the right, tree damage, whatever else, not yelling and whatever. But then I see a lightning bolt, I'm like, wow. Yeah. It's funny. I'm excited to see if I can save that lightning bolt or not. Oh, man. Even if I can halfway save it, though, it'll just be like kind of an iconic lightning bolt picture I have. It's like, oh yeah, I took this thing, and it was because I was handheld, and it was like covered in rain and cold and whatever. It's probably fogged over. I mean, heck, who knows what's wrong with it? Though, if that thing was a tornadic supercell, I would have had the perfect road. I had that highway go straight east, and I cut right in front of it. Would have been in the perfect spot, the clear spot to see that thing. And I would have had that perfect route east, and I could have went pretty good because it's a nice highway. But it would have been funny. But it's good to learn all this positioning stuff, even at night. Like that would have been a perfect spot for a tornadic supercell. Right up, getting it right in front of it, having a straight route east. There might be a storm trying to form on the outflow of this little one of that other storm, but I don't see lightning behind me, otherwise I would stop and try to take some pictures. If I say trying any other time, that just means tornado or even severe maybe. But trying this time means lightning and intensifying. Lightning. You know what? I may stop. I don't really want it to turn around and go back north, though. I'll stop at this bank up here and then kind of just park and wait and look. See if anything really progresses and gets stronger. Because, I mean, if it gets stronger, I will go back north. But let's sit and watch it for a little while. I mean, heck, I'm only 15 minutes from home now. I'll have to look through and review the mini case of it, and just see how it looks. Because I mean, there's some interesting kinematics at place right now, and thermodynamics. And it wasn't almost the best parameter space in the entire state for any little tiny storm to pop up, and it sure enough, it popped up and it intensified rapidly, and then stayed intense for half an hour to 45 minutes, and then kind of fizzled out. And that's kind of what they do in this environment. We'll park in the back for a nice little view here. This seems like the kind of time you get a cop to pull up and ask what you're doing. Trust me, it probably actually might happen. I would not be surprised if a cop pulls up and asks what I'm doing. Yeah, the environment down here is dead. Everything's kind of fizzled. Yeah, no, it's not going to pop up anything. There's absolutely nothing in parameter space right now to actually support a supercell or a thunderstorm even. Even though it's getting storm tops actually fairly high. I can't believe it. Cannot believe that it's doing that, even though there must be in some sort of outflow boundary. Haven't seen any lightning from it, yo. It's the only thing. I haven't seen a single CC or CG bolt from this thing. Supposedly it's growing in storm height. Oh, there was something. If there's a CG bolt, I'll probably get out and start taking pictures. The storm's trying to intensify. I've not seen any lightning with this storm, even though apparently it's growing. Don't know yet. There was some, but it's not really enough to interest me. It's just a little tiny bit. It's just not quite enough to head back north at all. If it was spitting CG bolts, it would be definitely enough. I just don't think it's enough. Oh, there's it right there. Couple more and I'll start taking some pictures. If it does actually start to speed up a touch, or frequent up, get the frequency a little higher and brighter. I mean, heck, you know what? I'll sit here and watch it. I get my tripod out though. Wow, it's got some crazy storm tops actually. I bet it'll start dropping some CGs, honestly, with how it looks. It's moving so fast, I'm not going to have much chance to get some lightning, but I'll try. One more good bolt and I'll see, and I'll get out. can see some flashes, I just don't see enough to take pictures. Yeah. Just doesn't look good enough to wait around for. I think I'm gonna call it. Start heading back. Doesn't seem worth waiting around for. Kind of a dying, weak, cold storm. Very cold. And it's moving away. It'd be different if it was moving this direction. It's moving the exact opposite direction. Keep watching it though. Keep my eye on it. Wouldn't be surprised to see a crazy CG shot shoot out of it right this second. Right before I leave it. Nope, nothing. It's just too cold. It's just too cold of a storm to do it. I don't think there's enough. There's no shear, no instability even really. It's like nothing. Terrible environment for a storm to live in. It's like a skunk again. Severe, I'm gonna be confused. I don't know about mad, just like confused, I think is probably the right word for that. The environment's completely washed out. The only reason it can maybe have a chance is some sort of, there may be a boundary there, which could also be why the other one was strong. That's true, I didn't even think of that. There could be some sort of boundary right around that area. No, that's further east. Never mind. Should be intensified. I don't know. Hard to say. Albia to Ottumwa is so tree filled. There's absolutely nowhere to stop and take pictures at all. And then I would have been heading further and further away. But yeah. But it's drying. I'm shooting some CCs I can see. I don't think it's worth it to sit out there for it. I think that first storm was actually really nice though. It had a little miniature supercell look to it. I'll have to get a nice little radar loop of it from the beginning to the end of it. This is a cool little guy, and it spun up and it had some nice shear and just enough instability to just produce enough a couple lightning bolts. Edit my picture and see if I can maybe save the save the bolt, but if not, whatever. I really should have stayed south. Oh yeah, the storm's dead now. I really should have stayed south of that. I don't know what I was thinking, just cutting into the forward flank, but you know, whatever. With the downdraft, I don't know, whatever you call it. So it's fun though. For photography reasons, I would have stayed south. But I really didn't care. I was more just wanting to get into there fun, see if there's any hail. Which, like I said, there was some really small hail. Might be a solo. Solo chases are fun though. I feel like I can even sort of have a little bit. There's someone else to talk to. It's interesting. I don't know how. I don't know why, but it just for some reason it feels more natural to talk just to the stream itself, unless there's someone in here. Then it's kind of different. But if there's a storm chase, if there's a storm to chase on Sunday, I'll be after it. Same with Monday. Exactly how I want it to be, so I go anywhere, chase anything, and have what I want to do. So happy for that, at least. So in the next couple, whenever we get another big one, you know, if March 31st happened again, a similar event, my coverage would be so much better of that thing. I left my DSLR in the back. I didn't have my camcorder I do now. I would have had so much better video with that camcorder in the front. I would have had the time lapse, the same thing I did with my GoPro. I would have had everything. I would have taken a picture with my camera instead. With a lot of stuff, I would have been live, and it would have been like fully live instead of that really bad stream I had. But man, I just need one big event, and I can really use all my stuff to full capacity. There will definitely be some chances though. Transition season with El Nino to El Nino. When you get that in the spring and early summer, that's when you get a lot of tornadoes up here in the Midwest. So, and that's happening this year, so it definitely can be a big season for some tornadoes. But even if it's not a big season, regular season still have plenty of chances. So unless you're 2020, you got plenty of chances. But get back into Centerville here. We'll be ending the stream really quick. thank y'all for tuning in. You know, it's fun doing this. I really enjoy streaming. Some people don't like it, but I really like to stream. Just something about it. It's so much more fun. Because it's awkward, especially even with music on. It's weird just me kind of sitting in here listening to music, driving after a storm. I'd rather have something to talk to. Even if, like I was saying earlier, it's a little awkward stream and person. It's either having a person or the stream. It makes it better, you know. And even thinking out loud more with the stream is actually kind of better for decision making. I don't know. It's weird. You'd have to try it to see what I mean. Having like you talking through it yourself, but I don't know, it's nice. But anyways, you know, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully some more streams upcoming this week. Monday, Tuesday, what am I saying? Sunday, Monday, which is Easter, so maybe it'll be an interesting one, see how many people watch that, you know. But, you know, if anything comes around this area, and people are interested, Easter's a big one. It could be a big interest for a lot of people that are having events and stuff, but... But yeah, you know, with that, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'll end the stream, which it won't actually completely end yet. It'll kind of like freeze, because I'll have to end it on my laptop, and I have it here. When I stop, I'll turn it off, but it won't really end, but it kind of will. So, you know what? Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new here, and if you're not new here, thanks for tuning in. And, I mean, if you're new here, thanks for tuning in also, but appreciate it. Let me know, DM me or whatever else, comment under a picture, something, you know, whatever else. Let me know what the quality, how you thought it was. I'm interested to hear you guys' feedback for that kind of stuff. I would always want to improve my streams and video quality, everything else, but thank you guys for tuning in. See you guys next time. Maybe Monday or, I almost said Monday or Tuesday again. Sunday or Monday. But yeah, with that.